G'day mates, Homeslice here, and welcome back to the council. We're up to part 9 now, and we've got a puzzle of some sort to figure out with this Bible here, I think it is, with all the verses and whatnot. I'm pretty sure 11 was mentioned twice, so we'll look around for like chapter 2 verse 11 or so, but if I can't find it in any of these, then I'll have to start looking for other ones like 22:11 or something like that. um, One thing before we get too far in is it's raining right now, and before, so like this chapter 2 verse 11, like anything with 11 in it I'll need to look over if we can't find it. But yeah, it's raining right now, and it's raining extremely heavily. I didn't check all these ones. It has died down a bit, and that's why I was going to record before, but it was raining so hard I couldn't hear anything. It was so loud. It hasn't rained this hard in so long, but anyway, enough about that. So 11 in these, none in there. Okay, go back to the beginning. What about this one? 418. Epistle to the Rome. Oh, 11:11. Okay, let's read it.
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Oh, wait.
Ooh.
A note from Mother is carefully folded between the pages here. What does it say? Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply, hidden behind the youngest apostle. What? The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
The youngest apostle. There must be other stuff in here then. Crap. Epistles of Paul, Acts of the Apostles. Like, which one? I guess I'm just going to need to go through them, like, sort of one by one, and hopefully pick up on some clues along the way. I don't really know much about the Bible, and, like, there was nothing as far, like, I at least, or maybe I didn't pick up on it, but there was nothing in there that I just understood. But I guess I'll just go for this one. This is so more 11, like 2 11s is 22, so just go this one, I guess.
For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom.
Oh, that's it? Oh, that was short. Well, I'll go the one next to it too.
Now, therefore, there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law with one another. Why do ye not rather suffer injustice? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Ah, look,
Ooh.
here's a message. It is of paramount importance that no one finds it. Watch out for the Prussian. He's on the trail. Let's meet up. I'll leave it to you to organize the rendezvous. Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them.
Prussian. Could that mean Walmer? I thought he was German, but Prussia was a thing back then. Just judging by like his accent and his name, I thought he was bloody German. But Mark and I think Prussia. Now I could be completely wrong with this, but I think Prussia had some sort of connection with Hebrew, and this one, as I was like looking through them before, I noticed the Hebrew one here. So let's try go in here. We'll just go from right to left, I guess.
For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
Okay, that wasn't it.
Follow peace with all men, and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord.
Well, some of these are pretty damn short. Well, at least it won't take long to get through them.
Thou hast put all things under his feet, for in that he put all in subjection under him. He left nothing that is not put under him.
Okay, last one for this.
But that which beareth thorns and briars is rejected, and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned. Here's a message.
Oh, yes.
There are some complications. Indeed, the Prussian is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's say tomorrow evening, in the south room, where we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Yeah, this last comment is about their code. I should find new pilgrims near Paul.
Paul. Epistles of Paul. Paul. Thessalonians, Ephesians, Philippians here. Epistle of Paul, and it said something about Mark as well. What about apostles? Mark, okay, here. St. Luke, St. Matthew, St. John. Well, it must be Mark, right? And we've got another one with 222s in here, so let's go for it.
And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet.
Oh, please be in here. If this takes too much longer, I'll just need to go through them all one by one and just edit that out.
And it came to pass in those days that Jesus came from Nazareth of Galilee, and was baptized by John in Jordan.
Oh, please.
And as they did eat, Jesus took bread, and blessed it, and broke it, and gave it to them, and said, Take, eat, this is my body.
Yeah, well, you gotta eat to stay strong.
Then came together unto him the Pharisees, and certain of the scribes, which came from Jerusalem.
Okay, what about... Oh, Act of the Apostle! Oh, shit. I'm pretty sure that was actually specifically mentioned. We'll go left to right.
And he became very hungry, and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance. Hey,
Ooh.
there's a note here. A message from Mother in reply to E. We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare.
What?
Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself.
What is
I
it?
suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare?
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm...
must go beyond the nightmare. What does she mean by that?
Ooh, allegorical or literal? It sounds like supernatural sort of thing, but I'm going to have a hunch, go off my hunch and go with it's literal.
Clearly she must be trying to do something useful, but what? The nightmare. Does that remind me of anything?
It's a place, it's a concept, it's an object. Could it be a painting? Mortimer has a shit... There could be like a secret passage behind a painting, because there are a lot of paintings here, and a lot of them are massive and like easily big enough to have a secret passage behind them. A nightmare... I would say it's more of a... No, because concept, that would go back to the allegorical with like the supernatural stuff. So it's got to be a place or an object, but I have a feeling it's going to be a painting. I imagine he'd have to have one painting mentioning on a nightmare or named after a nightmare or something. So I'm gonna hope that it's a painting.
It probably has to do with an object or something. Granting that this is the case, where might it be found?
Where might it be found? A ground floor room, a second floor room, a first floor room outside the manor. Try to remember. Fucking 10 points. Um. Oh, God. I don't want to use my. Like, it'd be a good use for Carmelite water because it's 10 points that I'd be saving, and I wouldn't have enough with just 2 jellies anyway, but. I'm going to risk going second floor room, and I'm going to have a guess that it's like something in Mortimer's personal collection or something like that, because he really likes his paintings, and like I said before, I have a feeling it's like named after a nightmare, or there's a painting called The Nightmare or Beyond the Nightmare or something like that, and we know that his room is at the top, and you got the ground floor, first floor, and second floor, and I don't know if we can even go outside the manor, so I doubt it'd be that, but please be the second floor room. Holmes' apartment, go back to Joseph. Oh, Mortimer's study. Well, there you go. Just I was mentioning Mortimer. It must be this one, right? Please. Please.
Yes! It's the painting that was behind Mortimer's study.
Oh, yes.
Well, let's see if Mortimer has anything to hide behind his painting.
I knew it. Wow, I actually, figured that one out.
Getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
Yeah, that was like a dinner bell or something. God, I actually feel like pretty good after that one. That was hard. I think I got lucky with the verses in the book. I tried to use some sort of logical guessing and stuff, but I feel like I actually just got lucky with those. But yeah, the painting, I just thought it makes sense, and it's more literal than allegorical, as it said. But yeah, let's join the other guests. Let's leave this bloody room. God, I want more effort points. Let us sleep so I can get more bloody effort points. Oh, where's Mother? I denounced a suspect without the slightest piece of evidence against them. Oh, that one annoys me a little bit. I got so lost with all of the different choices, and I feel like I explored every tiny part of all the rooms. Like, I explored as much as I possibly could, and there just wasn't enough solid evidence against any of them. And I don't think it was the big guy with the hat on and the one eye or damaged eye. So, but yeah, won't think about it any longer. Let's continue. Oh, level up, yes. Give me effort points back, please. Oh, okay, level 7. Oh, 4 points available. Well, I'm getting this. I want 1 point in bloody everything. So I have 2 points. What can I level up with just 2 points? I can level logic up. And that's it, it seems. So I'll level that up. And what's the next closest? This one or this one? None of them are close, actually. Occultism, conviction. Oh, I'm gonna go for... We're about to talk to people, so probably makes sense to go for something more charismatic. Etiquette or probably conviction. Or maybe even... No, not vigilance. I'm just gonna go conviction. And I hope we have some books. Oh, we're not equipping books? Oh no, here we are. Questioning. I can equip 3. Conviction. Do I have any for conviction? Politics. Psychology, diversion, politics. Questioning, erudition. So I've 2 questioning. And 2 politics. Conviction. Where's that one's politics? Questioning. Oh, that's already pretty high. Erudition. So none of these books will actually do anything for me right now. Manipulation, linguistics, occultism, psychology, diversion. I feel like diversion's good. I'm gonna go 1 in diversion. Do I have any more for diversion? Occultism, erudition, questioning. Questioning's already high, so I'm gonna go for politics. Politics. I want to get another level in that. Oh, I got 3 effort points. Target unlocked.
It's time I went back and joined everyone in the small salon.
I want to see what these are. Oh, no, there's way too many here to... I don't know which ones it was. I got Jack of all trades and something else. Oh, it was this one. Your experience increases by 5%. Well, good. Nothing else. I don't know where Jack of all trades is. Oh, crap. Did I just cancel a cutscene? I hope not. Meet with other guests in the small living room. Not going to have anything. Can we get more jellies off him?
You are expected in the small salon, sir.
So, through here, or can I not? Okay, I can't go in there. Map. Stairs. I don't know if it's to the small salon, though. I think we have to go downstairs to reach there. But, yes. Anyway, let's get on the move. Is it down here? Yes. Oh, here we go. Statue of Zeus again. Oh, there's Emily.
Emily, I must speak to you.
What's the matter, Louis?
I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
It must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
Speak about the message. Don't send her on my mother's trail. Yeah, I'll go for that one, sure.
If Mother's really killed her sister, I'd better find her by myself. They say they spent a lot of time together. They got along well.
Oh, really? Do you think your mother liked Duchess Hillsborough?
Of course she did. After all, she's your sister. Well, we'll find them, Emily. Trust me.
Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
Tell her keep quiet. Or keep quiet. God, I don't think she's like a vengeful person, but if I tell her, then it sort of contradicts what I just did with like hiding the not sending her on the trail. But screw it, I'll just tell her anyway. I always want to try and be honest with everyone.
Emily, there's something else.
Go on then.
It's about your sister. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
I know, Louis. I found out that same evening. Well, thanks for not trying to hide it.
Oh.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now I know I can. It seems that your mother tricked Emma. She apparently asked her to hide an important book so that even she wouldn't know where it was. And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
Does she know why? Who spoke to her about it? Yeah, I don't know what the go is with the visions and stuff. Oh, now that guy's arguing with someone else again. Far out. Oh, let's just get through this. Who spoke to her about it?
How did you find out?
Sir Gregory told me on my arrival.
I'm sincerely sorry, Emily.
Thank you, Louis. But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
There must be an explanation, Emily.
That's what we shall see.
Hopefully.
Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
Who's he
You
talking?
will pay dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest.
But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
Who is it? Why? Yeah, we haven't seen his face yet, I think.
And who is this charming character?
Manuel Godoy, the Duke of La Alcudia.
He's the head of the Spanish government, Monsieur de Richet. He's the one who, in practice, controls Spain.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds!
Really, Duke Manuel? What's made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined.
What?
Oh, no.
The King of France is dead, gentlemen.
Shit.
Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before.
How dare they?
Oh, dear.
Oh, as if...
Shit.
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous. Bastard. He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360. You beheaded a king for one vote. Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act. Until this, anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please, let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
Calm things down. Think of the consequences for the order. I will calm things down. It doesn't cost any points.
Gentlemen, Duchess, we're all among people of reputable company here. We should be able to manage the conflicts of our nations in a respectful and orderly manner.
I fully agree with you, sir.
But
That's enough, sir.
with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis Maras de Richet.
Are you related to Sarah de Richet?
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
All right. I guess we're going to have some talking to do. Get to know the people a little bit more. Yep, they all walk off and we'll need to search them out. Character revealed. Yeah, we need...
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you, too. Of course.
I heard about your mother's disappearance.
He
Oh,
looks concerned. I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
Display vulnerability, diversion level 1. I'm gonna go for it. Shit, and that's a vulnerability. Does he have feelings for her? I want the vulnerability because it'll give me an extra effort point. But we only get one chance, so we can't mess this up.
To hear you speak, you seem to know my mother well.
Not really. We met for the first time on this very spot some weeks back. We had a very pleasant discussion. She's an exceptionally learned lady with a good head for business. No need for me to tell you that.
I agree.
Did she tell you about our arrangement?
What arrangement? Oh, yes, psychology. And he's not immune to that, thankfully. But he seemed a little hesitant with his words there. He was really trying to think it through. Like, he's definitely lying, saying, "Oh, I barely know her." He sounded like really hesitant. Just try and note that. But yeah, let's go for this one.
The cat's out of the bag now. More or less, but please do refresh my memory.
Yes, of course. Nothing of great importance in itself. During one of our discussions, she spoke of an old book which might have been of interest to me, and she had agreed to let me have it.
A book about what?
Ancient occultism. As you are aware, I am a doctor of theology.
Well,
you might have come across some old books in her belongings, perhaps?
No, he looks obsessed. No, string him along, speak to him about the Mysterium Cosmographicum. Well, no, we're definitely going for this one. He looks obsessed. I know, I personally don't get that vibe, but yeah, he seems to, like, want it at the very least.
The least one can say is that he doesn't beat around the bush. Sarah never travels without a few books. What does the one you're looking for look like exactly?
It resembles a grimoire. It's divided into 7 parts, each one individually locked. It was made in such a way that if someone tried to tamper with it, the sheets would be permanently tarnished. It's a unique copy. There's only one.
The mere mention of it makes his face light up. Well, I'll take a closer look, but I can't promise you anything. You seem very upset. Is it so important to you, this book?
Well, it's the search of a lifetime. What can I say? Every time I move closer to it, it seems to slip away at the last minute. I was very surprised to learn that your mother had it in her possession. I thought it was with a certain von Borchardt in Paris. Do you know him?
Of course, why? Absolutely not. Shit. Go the effort points. Of course, absolutely not. This one. Okay. Of course. Why? Shit. Oh, I think the timer is about to run out, and I'm gonna mess it up. I need to click it straight away. Who did he say? Did he say von Borchardt? I don't know.
Indeed. One of your close friends?
No, not really, but we were close once. Precisely over the case that concerns us now, because he claimed to have the book I'm looking for.
Another dishonest person. What can you say? Can't trust anyone these days, huh?
No, you can't.
I hope I've been able to satisfy your curiosity, Mr. von Volner, and that you succeed in finding what you're looking for.
Oh, and so do I.
And now, what if you told me who you really are working for, instead of keeping up this pretense?
I beg your pardon?
We both know what you're looking for, von Volner. You're the one who von Borchardt was planning to sell it to.
For centuries, all those who have come into contact with the Al-Azif have bitterly regretted it, Monsieur de Richet. You are playing a dangerous game. Please know that I am working for someone who does not appreciate anyone poking around in his business.
Let me guess.
Mortimer, Holm, or the King of Prussia? Shit! Oh, Napoleon's listening in, is he? Fuck! Oh, why you do this? I don't think it's going to be Mortimer. Holm... I don't know. I think there was a note with the King of Prussia, like him and the King of Prussia. But I think there was a note with Mortimer as well. Or Holm. Holm hasn't, as far as I know, hasn't interacted with him really. But maybe he did at the dinner table earlier. I can't remember though. The King of Prussia. Holm. I'm just gonna go for the King of Prussia. Screw it.
Your dear king, I should think.
What? You mean Frederick William? Oh, my poor fellow. You are miles away. That stupid, pretentious puppet wields no real power. But seeing as you do not wish to be serious, so be it. Good luck to you.
Oh, God damn it.
Better go and check out the painting in Lord Mortimer's study.
Fuck's sake, I really hate that I got that one wrong. Oh, have we been in here?
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Oh, is it a fiction? I have no idea. Want to talk to Napoleon, but I want to search the entire room first. God damn it, I wish I got that one right. Oh, more paintings. There doesn't appear to be anything else in here, so let's just have a chat to... Wait, what about outside? God damn the movement. He does like a complete 180 turn. Alright. Can't go outside, so let's have a chat. Is he playing with himself?
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
Leave, tell me more about the coming conference, ask his opinion of Godoy.
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
I guess so.
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
What's his reputation? Tell me more. 0 points.
Meaning?
This gentleman enjoys people talking about him for too many reasons. His undeserved titles, more than 10 in just 4 years, and each one more prestigious than the one before.
You don't think he deserves them?
If I had seen him on the battlefield, there might be some doubt. But that is not the case. The Queen would rather not risk losing him, so she consoles him with awards and titles.
So you don't have a very positive opinion?
His coveting French Catalonia does not encourage me to have one.
I understand your point of view.
Alright then.
Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
Okay. I think Napoleon said something about Catalonia, and I'm pretty sure that right now Catalonia isn't independent from Spain, or it just turned independent, or it's very close. I saw something in the news about it not too long ago, but I can't remember the details. But we have to go upstairs, or we can talk to him first, get some more jellies.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Was wondering if you could help me out.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Carmelite, amber, well, far out. Could use an extra of these.
I still haven't quite recovered after that boat crossing. Would you happen to have any devil's thorn by any chance?
I am sorry, sir, but the devil's thorn may be just a plant, but it is also a powerful psychotropic drug that causes undesirable diuretic effects. I would advise against, sir, taking any.
Okay, well I don't have the points, and I'd rather save my 1 point. So let's return. Okay, let's head upstairs. Gotta go to Mortimer's study. Oh, here's Emily too. And it started raining. Not as heavy as before, but pretty heavy, so apologize if you can hear that.
What do you want, Louis?
ask her about these two.
Emily, what can you tell me about the coming conference?
Sir Gregory and Lord Mortimer organize this kind of high society meeting every so often in order to consider the world situation.
But to what purpose?
Well, by bringing together the most influential people from the dominant nations of the modern world, they allow the mighty to discuss matters with calm clarity. There are precedents of armistices being signed at the end of these talks, you know. Talking while holding a glass of brandy makes things easier. You'll see.
Okay.
What do you think of our last guest?
Well, I never thought I would get the chance to meet that Hispanic Casanova in the flesh. His reputation is well known. The gentleman collects lovers, including, would you believe it, the Queen of Spain.
Why is that important? Mention what rumor? I don't know the rumor, so let's just mention it. Or I've forgotten it anyway.
The Queen of Spain likes to indiscreetly say, the King, Godoy, and myself make up the Holy Trinity. The people have appropriately renamed them the Goat, the Ruffian, and the Whore.
I didn't see you being a mudslinger in your idle hours, I must say.
Okay.
You're leaving me?
Unfortunately, I have things to do. Thank you again, madam.
That rain is getting bloody loud. God damn it, I really wanted to head up to Mortimer's study and then end it after that, but this rain is probably going to get louder, and I can't tell how loud it is coming through the mic, so I don't want to risk it, like, ruining the rest of the episode. So I'll end this one here, and we'll go up to Mortimer's study in the next one. Peace in the Middle East, and may all your games be good ones.